Hello everybody, Wishbone8121 here, and welcome to Wishcraft. In this episode, I will be giving you a server tour, and I'll be providing a world download, because I finally found out that Silent Whisper, actually a while back, linked a method of doing downloads from a phone. So now my iPhone can do world downloads. So of course, what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to find my farms and showing you what they can do. Well, let's start with my favorite. And of course, we're going to start with my favorite farm. What does it say? End portal. I wonder what's through here. Well, most of you guys know because my most, watched video on this channel happens to be Wishcraft 10, which is going to be through here. Boom, there we go. Let's not fall down into the void. Get our Elytron. Here's our teleporter. And first, I'm going to show you my Wither Killer. It's just right over here. It's very simple. It's just a little thing of bedrock. There you go. All you do to get this to work is you put soul sand like this, and then put the wither heads on, and it spawns a wither inside of the bedrock, and he dies. And you can, of course, kill him faster by swinging your sword at him. And then afterwards, you need to use water to push the items out, because the nether star is in the very middle, which you can't get to. And if there's items in there, when you're trying to spawn in a wither, the wither will spawn outside the cage, and you'll have to kill him. So yeah, you probably don't want to do that. Okay, onwards to my favorite farm. There we go. And there is the beautiful farm. I was, as far as I know, the first person in the world to make a automatic nether tree farm in the Bedrock edition. I did get some inspiration from Il Mango, and of course Silent Whisper had a tree on a normal, not playerless, nether tree farm on his channel. This is much more complicated and difficult to build and took a lot of engineering. And to be honest, there's few people in the world who would be able to do this, but yours truly was able to accomplish it. The hard part was adding a second, there you go, second slime piston in order to be able to have this moving dropper here that can shoot bone meal into that dispenser, so that this thing can run automatically for hours and hours and hours. And you can even put a bone meal farm above, like I show you in a tutorial. So if you do want to build this farm, there's this one gets about 19 stacks of wood per hour. You just kind of sit anywhere, and there you go. See, the wither right here is already making us some wood. Yeah, you can just AFK anywhere in simulation distance, and it just makes wood. That's right. And also, of course, it gets you the shroom lights as well. Yeah, so it's great. If we just look at our storage, I don't know if you've ever seen this many trees before. But this is a survival realm, and I definitely have a lot of wood here. So yeah, that's just an astronomical amount of wood, and it's only half of it, because this is the rest of it over here. Yeah, so that's just crazy cool. This is my favorite farm. So also, this can't run at the same time as the basalt farm. So I'll show you how the basalt farm works. You just go over here, And I did fix up the redstone here a bit so that it can never run out of snowballs now. It is perfect, basically perfect in every way as far as snowballs go. And there you go. That's all it does. All it takes to turn on the basalt and cobblestone farm. Now it is making basalt and cobblestone at a pretty fast pace. So, super. Yep. All right. Cool. Yeah. On to the next thing. Well, to start with, let me show you how to find all the farms in the Nether. So we'll take out a boat here, and we'll just kind of use sense to do this. Basically, down here at the end is just a down here at the end is just an iceberg. That's how I get all my ice. Because ice is pretty important. And then down this way is our Amethyst Cluster. So we'll go right down in here, and I'll show you how to use it. All right. So basically, I do have a a conduit around here. It's above, and all of our little amethysts grow. It takes a while for them to grow, so you have to AFK. I would AFK in here overnight, and then what you're gonna do is take a pickaxe from in here. It has fortune, which means you get a lot more amethysts from breaking things. And then also, it does not have efficiency, which means it breaks slow enough that you're not going to accidentally break the blocks, okay? Because I accidentally broke these blocks multiple times with my normal pickaxe. Anyway, you just stand on them. Oh, we got 12 shards from just getting one. And you'll just break all the ones that are good. There we go. And that one looks good. And it does take some practice. But it's submerged, so you can just swim around in here and break all the shards. And that's basically the best way to do this. Silent Whisperer agrees with me, by the way, because he's smart. And it was my idea first. I shared it in his channel, and he did it in his video the next day. Not saying that he stole the idea from me, but maybe we just had the same idea, and mine logged. I said mine first anyway. Well, there you go. All right, because Silent Whisper doesn't like steal ideas. He's pretty good about that kind of thing. Anyway, let's go back over here onto the ice. And next is, this goes to my Wither Skeleton Farm and Piglin Bartering Farm. And man, these ice highways are very nice. For this, you need to put on your Elytra and face up. And that only took me one try. That's pretty good. Okay, perfect. Put that back on. And now for this farm, show you how it works. There's a piglin trading all over here that we'll use first. And I do have some prior video of it. You just basically go up to here and you press the button and they'll trade for about 10 minutes. And you stay. And then all the items goes into these things. Oh, look, they're all sorted out. Very good. If we go down in here, all our items are sorted below. And ooh, we got a lot of quartz down here. That is pretty fantastic. Ooh, lovely. Okay, cool. When we want to use the Wither Skeleton Farm, which we can do while everything is sorting out on the other side, we just stand right back here at this AFK spot. And then the sorter will run, and so will the Wither Skeleton Farm. Alright, so after a few tries, we're now getting heads again. Looks like the mob spawning changed a little bit, so I used to have a block inside the farm that stopped the really big mammoth cubes from spawning. Now, I have not tested this a ton. I've just done it for a few minutes, so hopefully this works. Oh dear, that was not on purpose. Yeah, let me know if there's anything wrong with it. And I do have stacks of Wither skeleton skulls back at the base already, so you don't have to use this farm if you don't want to. And of course, in my gearbox, I have 58 beacons. So yeah, cool. All right, moving onwards. Let's see what else we have over here. Next, we have our raid farm. Lovely. Oh, right here we got our nice cow with a bunch of milk in case you need to cleanse yourself of bad omen when you leave, so you don't accidentally start a raid at the gold farm, or the iron farm, or whatever. Okay, so you want to turn this on. Perfect. And you just climb all the way to the top. And I already fixed this farm, which took me like an hour to figure out how to get it to work properly. I had to put lava on the top because Ravagers don't fall down 2x2 holes anymore. Oh, well, that was pretty convenient. Raid is starting. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this particular raid. Let's see if I get Hero the village after this one. Give it to me. There we go, raid victory. I'm gonna jump down real quick so that I don't get another raid, and let's see what we got. As you can see, there's still items dropping down. There we go. I got about a stack of emeralds there in just a couple minutes. So, very good. It's not the fastest raid farm there is, but it does work fast enough that you'll never need emeralds again after one or two AFK sessions over here. Alright, on with it. I'll be back here again shortly. This is the end portal. Probably going to show you that earlier in the video. And this way is the witch farm, and there's a dark oak forest as well this way. This is a, behind this door there's a village full of farmers, so I can get apples to make golden apples. There's a dark oak forest right over here, which is actually pretty close to that village anyway. And at the very end, I've got my fancy witch farm. There we go. And for the witch farm, basically, you just make sure this is on. There's your lever there if you need to turn it back on again. And you just AFK all the way up here. Shoom. Here's your AFK spot. And oh, yeah, he died. You just stand in here, and then witches spawn and they die. And I've already checked this farm. It is working great. Ow. Yes, I clearly was very good at dropping there. There we go. There we go. And, yeah. Alrighty, back to the overworld. And, as soon as you come back, you'll be greeted by what I think is actually probably one of the cooler portal rooms that there is. This actually belongs to a different player. They just happen to be chilling in my main base here. And I do like this nether hub. The tower's not finished. It's still got a ways to go, but if you want to finish it, I will show you where some of the stuff is. Anyway, we go to our left here. We've got our gold farm, iron farm. And here's our iron farm trading hall. What people sell is over their heads. We've got looks like blocks of quartz, and we've got what looks like to be basically finished weapons and extra tools here in case you ever need one. There's some blocks of emerald. That's great. And then there's just some tridents, because you never know when you need a trident. Some books. All right, cool. So there you go. And oh dear, that's a lot of iron. Not too much string. I'm almost out of string. That's one of the only things in the server that I still need is a decent string farm. All right, and yeah, and then here's our gold farm, or at least the storage system for the gold farm. It goes way down there. Oh boy, that's a lot of gold. This can hold about 12 hours worth of the farm running. There's already a bunch of gold blocks, and up in here there's some more gold blocks. So there's just lots and lots of gold blocks all over the place. And this way is our gold farm. This is my... Oh dear, what happened? Am I missing a block there? Oh, that's strange. Okay, well, this is the door to the outside, which normally looks just fine. Let's see if there's something wrong with this. Okay, it's working. Perfect. And here's our gold farm. This should turn on the Trident killing. And this should turn on the actual farm. Yeah, as you can hear, this definitely slows down the realm. This farm is not the greatest design, and yeah, so I would not recommend running this all the time. I might even slow it down before I release it to you, but I did design a much better gold farm, one that can run on realms, and that's on my channel. It's Tutorial of Excellence 3.1, and I will have a world download for that very shortly here as well. Well, that's enough of that. Let's carry this real quick. There we go. Yep, oh my goodness. So let's put that on real quick. Alright, everything's repaired. And now that the infinite XP no longer works, that is probably your best bet for experience, is going to be a gold farm. And, ooh, what's in there? That's not supposed to be there. That's a bow. Okay. Somehow skeletons got in here, which is really annoying. Alright. Alright, so if you might want to mob-proof the very top of the gold farm. Yeah, I guess things are spawning on it now. But anyway, gold fills up the chest at the bottom, so you AFK here overnight, then you just break all the chests, craft everything. You break these chests, you break these chests, and then here's some gold ingots, and these are more gold ingots right there. So there you go. That's how you use this. And then there's one more villager up here. This villager actually links the entire iron farm to all the villagers to all the beds. So if he dies, the whole iron farm breaks and it no longer functions as an iron farm. So don't let him die. All right, perfect. Let's go on. All right, back passing our nether hub again. There is our lovely copper farm. It's not a fast copper farm, but copper farms just aren't fast anyway. It is pretty well decorated, though. I just gotta hand it to myself. The tridents in here don't actually belong to me, so if you want to use this farm, you'll have to rethrow them. I have a second account that I AFK this farm using. Also, I was using these with water when they would remake potions, so you could put lava over here to make more lava cauldrons. And yeah. Also, there's there's some lava there, and a bunch of arrows. And potions. Yes, tipped arrows. There we go. Perfect. I'll take some right there. Perfect. Excellent. And while I'm here, let's refill our lava shulker. I'll take those 3 buckets and 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. And put this back in the shulker box. There we go. Perfect. And onwards and upwards. Alright, our next event over here is, well, we do have all these sets of armors. Every set of armor you see is fully enchanted with PvP enchants. That means it has basically everything, including Thorns 3. The swords, everything. Everything is just kitted out completely. We got our main storage. This is probably the coolest one right here. Is portal blocks and bedrock. Be very careful where you put those bedrock blocks. You cannot get them back once you place them. So yeah, be careful with those. There's some cobblestone, smooth quartz, block of quartz, another block of quartz, more quartz. Actually, I'm going to take one of those. We'll use that later. Here's some bunch of glass. Is that tint? Oh, that's tinted glass. Oh, that's nice. TNT. That's a lot of TNT in there. Nether bricks, emerald, sandstone, bunch of terracotta, honeycomb. Anyway, you can look through that yourself. These are all empty boxes, and I'm going to put that there as well, because that box, I don't have anything in there. Here's main storage. You can definitely tell that I have a good tree farm on the server when you've got that in one of your chests. And then this is just random junk. Most of this is just random junk, except a couple things you want to know is there's a bunch of redstone and glowstone in there, and 3 stacks of wither skeleton skulls, and some jack-o'-lanterns in case you need to make snow golems. And there's my old bow. There you go. Here, got some iron bars and random stuff. Anything else that's important? No. Okay, this one's kind of important. We got some end crystals up in here, and Eye of Ender, and an old pickaxe that I used to make bedrock. And here we got more glowstone and some name tags, so that one's not too bad. So basically the chest over here, ooh, there's some decent stuff. And that's garbage. Oh, terracotta. And there's more terracotta. There we go. More terracotta. Do we have more, or is that it? Okay, I can't see what's in there. Okay, there's nothing in this. All right, perfect. Oh, and there's our little dragon egg. All right, next thing I want to show you is our wool farm. Very simple. There's a, well, let's just go up there, I guess. Just a bunch of sheep in there, and redstone dust, and yeah. Right now, I have most of them turned off. If you go in there, there's no more shears inside of the dispensers, because basically there is just a lot of wool already. So yeah, if you ever need more of some wool or other, just go up there, put in the shears in whatever dispenser you need, and it'll start going. And I got stacks of copper turning into the green ones, the nice pretty green ones, which as you can see, they look pretty cool when you mix them with blackstone. Next, we've got my, this is the old moss farm. It's decommissioned, doesn't work anymore. So I built a new moss farm above it a couple of days ago. I invented it myself, though it looks very much like, pretty much every other moss farm out there. There's not a lot of variation. Except I used Silent Whisper's stone generators. But basically, it works exactly the same as the old one. It fills up the bamboo microfarm first, and then when it is done filling up the bamboo microfarm, it starts putting bone meal in the bottom chest here and fills up those chests. And then once all those chests are finished, and once particularly this item hopper is full, it sends a signal back to the farm that makes it stop working. So also this one, unlike the old farm, this is not you can't really fit it in one chunk. So this one's not chunk aligned or anything. It's just kind of there. So basically, in order to get it to not break, you have to be in the area. So I have an on-off switch. So basically, whenever I'm AFKing around here, I will just I'll turn this on, and it works twice as fast as the old one. So it's give and take. Perhaps there are better ones out there if you want to do something different, but this one works pretty good. We'll just watch it go for a minute here. There you go. Boom. Lovely. And then back to making more moss. Yep, fantastic. All right. And then up here, we have our flower farm, which has lots of flowers in there. If you need to use it, you just walk underneath it. And you actually have to go, you have to go underneath it this way. And you have to go in here, you have to break this block and place whatever color flower on top of this that you want to actually reproduce. So whatever flower is on top of that lower block there is the one that you're going to make just massive amounts of. And then you just make sure there's some bone meal in it, which I think this is the chest. Yep, there's already some bone meal in there. You just put some bone meal in it, and then you turn this to off, and it makes lots and lots of flowers. So let's see if we can see it running. Yeah, there you go. That's a ton of flowers, and then it just pushes them out up front. So, yep, very cool. We don't need any more of those though, at least not right now. And over here we have our coarse fruit farm. If you want to use this, you just what is it, an axe? I think it's an axe. You need something with silk touch, I think. This axe will work just fine. You just get 15 of the coarse fruits, and then you press the button, and the water breaks all these. That's it. But you want to get the fruits first, otherwise you won't be able to replant the farm. So, yeah, that's really annoying, and I'm not going to show you in detail. But, yeah. I'll show you what it looks like when you break it, though. That is pretty cool. And then all the coarse fruits just come to you. La-di-da. Perfect. And I do have a few extra. There we go. And you just replant the farm like so. All right, moving on. We're going to go to our lovely honey farm. And, ooh, that is kind of cool looking. And this farm I have had it turned off for quite a while. There's a bunch of red blocks there. You use those to turn the farm back on. This thing is completely backed up. I have so much honey, I don't even know what to do with myself. There's a bunch of these too, and those, and this. So basically, if you do want to turn this farm back on, you put empty bottles on the top, and then pull the lever. That thing will go back and forth and fill all these. And then back in here, you actually have to replace the redstone blocks right there. You just put redstone blocks there, and then this farm will start working again. And this farm design does not break. You can reload it, unload it, do whatever. It won't break. And then these, same thing over here. You actually have to take the red blocks out and put them back in order to get this to work again. All right, perfect. Alrighty, on to our next farm. I regret to inform you, this is so sad, that the best experience farm in the game no longer works. I left the experience in here, so the next time you pull this out, this experience will reset, but there are at least 250 levels or so in there, so if you want to bring a friend, you can bring them to this, and then they can pull one item out. They'll be level 250 something, or maybe 300, I don't even know. Also, I have a little furnace array here that automatically smelts the kelp that comes from the kelp farm. So yeah, in order to get this running again, all you really need to do is put a I think a minecart chest. I can't remember if I switch this over to use a minecart hopper or not. You might be able to use a minecart hopper now, but one or the other. It was so long since I've used this, I don't remember what it's set up for. I would try a minecart hopper first to see if it works, just because it's faster, and then you can just put more. Well, actually, there's tons of dried kelp blocks in there already. All right, so that's how that thing works. And then we'll actually go look at the kelp farm here really quick. Let's see. Yeah, this thing is decommissioned at the moment. Let's see what it would take to get it running again. So there's our flying machine's not back here. Well, it looks like this is working. It looks like the redstone's all there. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so this thing is just it's decommissioned by getting unloaded. So basically, you just take a solid block, put it on top of one of these observers. I think it's this one here, this one on the right side. I think if you just put one on top of that observer, it will start running perfectly fine again. I will leave it decommissioned though, because I don't like it running. it's just I just don't need kelp anymore. Alrighty. And then this is our decommissioned tree farm. You don't really need to use that, because the one in the end is so much better. This is our decommissioned basalt and stone generator, but it's done by hand. We got a wither for that kind of stuff now. But we do have a bunch of stone and stuff for crafting, and some coral blocks down here. So yeah, and a couple beehives. That portal's where I got all the portal blocks from. And we'll go back up all the way up to the sky. Well, not super high up in the sky, but we'll go ahead and switch to our fish farm. So basically, to use the fish farm, you just stand right up in here. Actually, you can either stand on the top. I think if you stand on the top, it farms more squid, and if you stand here at the bottom, it farms more fish. So there you go, super easy. You might need to check to make sure that, let's see if I can check. Check to make sure that both of our minecarts are running. There's one, and there's the other, so both minecarts are working. Perfect, this fish farm will work just fine. Alright, next I have my my bed. That's where I normally have my spawn set to. Is there anything interesting over here? No, not really. Some pufferfish or whatever. This is a concrete converter. It basically turns, you put concrete over there, you just keep placing and placing and placing, and it turns it into a big cube for you, and then you manually harvest it. If you don't want to do that and still want to use concrete, there's a better concrete converter on my channel, one that goes into the wither, so you can use the wither, the caged wither in the end. You can use a concrete converter that uses a caged wither to mine that concrete for you. And here is our old regular oak tree farm. You just put in bone meal in here. Oh, there's a lot of bone meal in there still. And then you stand here and you keep placing oak trees. And it's really horrible and really fast, and I would never want anyone ever to use it. There's some dark oak saplings in there. Some wood and stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, don't ever use this. It is horrible. Just use the tree farm in the end. And here is the thing that started Wishcraft, the YouTube channel. It is my 108 furnace super smelter. Still in working condition. It's been, definitely decorated. It's been redecorated, so it's kind of cool looking. But basically, you put stuff in here, or the smelting materials, what do you call it, the furnace fuel in this one, and puts it up into the farm, and there's tons of furnace fuel in here already. And then you take the stuff that you want to actually smelt, and you put it in there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to smelt a shulker of quartz here. Perfect. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll put 14 in that one. And 13 stacks in this one. There we go. Actually, we'll keep that. Perfect. And just putting them in there, it shoots it up, and it's real complicated for how it works. And you don't need to know that. And then you click this lever, and hopefully everything goes. If this gets, if it gets unloaded while it's in use, there are some buttons around in order to fix it. There's one button over there. That's a reset button. And there's a second reset button right over there. So you can just use those reset buttons if this gets unloaded while working. All right, we'll wait a couple minutes, and I'll tell you how long it takes to cook a shulker box. All right, as you can see, it just finishes smelting 6 items before it has to start over. It's very cool. Silent Whisper designed this, I believe, or at least it was on his channel a while back. And looks like we're 1 minute in. We're at about 8 stacks so far. All right, well, it's been 5 minutes. I was just watching some YouTubes. And let's see what we get out of this. Yeah, it's already done, so I'll just pull out all this smooth quartz. There we go. Thank you. I'll take yours as well. Actually, I can't even take all that. Back in the shulker box you go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, very good. Actually, even before I fixed it, it was already all smelted. There were just a few left in these furnaces here. So we've got our shulker box of smooth quartz. It took less than 5 minutes to smelt it all, because it smelts at 4 times hopper speed. So 36,000 items per hour. Very good. And lastly, we have our gravity block storage over here. There's actually a, don't tell anybody, but this is actually a gravity block duper. You want to see how it runs? All right, cool. First thing about gravity block dupers is they don't work if any. All right, so moving on from our furnace super smelter, we've got a sand duper. Basically, you turn this thing on, you wait inside this chunk, you turn it off, you go through the portal, come back, and supposedly it's supposed to work, but for some reason I can't get it to work today. It might have been changed in 18.10 because it was working prior to that. You know what, you might have to figure that one out for yourself because I'm kind of tired. Anyway, you just leave through here, and there's a bunch of sand in here anyway, so, you know, yeah, I doubt you'll need more. Anyway, we'll go past all these pillagers who just, I don't know why they love it here, but they just do. And there's more pillagers, and then we'll go to our very last farm, which is right out here. Perfect. And this is our Trident Farm. And basically all you need to do is you make sure the trident on top is active, and then you just stand here with the looting sword. And you collect tridents over the course of a few hours. It's basically a drown farm. It's much slower than the copper farm, but they are naturally spawned drowns, so they will drop tridents. And actually, there's just a ton of tridents here already. And a ton of ink sacs, too. This is crazy. Yeah, this is really strange. I don't know why there's so many tridents in here. I don't remember AFKing here. Or actually, you know what? I might have AFK'd here for a while before I made the copper farm. That's right. That's why there's so many. Because I AFK'd here trying to get copper to see how fast it was, and it was just very slow. Anyway, it was nice to make another video for y'all. If you like the realm, you know, feel free to download. The download will be in the description, and then you can play on the server if you'd like. Or you can do Let's PvP on it with your friends, because there's like 100 sets of diamond armor fully made for PvP. And I almost forgot about one farm. I had to record this after. Down here. No boys allowed. Oh, that's strange. Huh. Down through this way, we've got a very ugly hallway. Yes, I never decorated it. This slime farm was back when this was a single-player world before I made it into a realm, and I used to have it on simulation distance of 6. Anyway, here's our nice slime farm. Oh, look at that. They're just going to town. Perfect. Looks like some of the iron golems are missing, but yeah, I'm sure there's plenty. There's like 1 billion down here. This thing took forever to make. Alrighty, let's see here. Just move this. We'll push that thing over. I'll put that back. And we'll run one in the middle. And basically the way this works is you just need 2 minecart hoppers. One, the sides go back and forth, and then one in the middle. So, oh, that is a lot of slime blocks. What's in there? Oh, okay. And we'll just make a couple more minecart hoppers here. good. Boom, there's one. And there's another. And that's deep slate. Ooh, oh, that's interesting. Looks like they replaced the bedrock with deep slate. That's so smart. That way you can just keep going further down. Oh man, that is a very intelligent decision. Insanity. Anyway, in order to just make tons and tons of slime down here, all you need to do is, I never made an AFK spot, but it's a 3-chunk slime farm down here. It was meant for a simulation distance of 6, so I think if you just stand in the corner, it works pretty good. You just stand here and makes a ton of it. And there you go. That's all there is to it. You just stand here. It makes tons and tons of slimes. Here, let's see. Let's watch some of them die. Oh, look at all those slimes getting picked up over there. And there's more, and yeah, it goes up pretty high. And yep, there's iron golems. Might need a few more, but anyway, you get the gist of it. All right. Oh, don't want to lose this. Alrighty, everyone, we're back at the nether hub here. And this is the Adventurer's box. This is my gear from my other account, which I will just leave right here, waiting for you or your friend. And yeah, that's going to do it for the episode today. Thank you for watching, and if you like anything on this realm, go ahead and download it and play at it. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. See ya.